those are big compliments from a guy, like Mike. That's great. That's got to be a confidence builder for sure. So is that?
Yeah. It's funny. When I was helping him out there for a couple of weeks, his coach that he's working with now, he's like, hey, you should see him hit the ball. So that was kind of nice to hear that.
Absolutely. So is that? I assume that's changed your perspective a little bit on your goals. I mean, I know. Sounds like you're pretty comfortable with where you are and where you want to go, but that's got to give you a little bit of a boost, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Helping him out on the tour and seeing the guys, seeing what they do, how they prepare, even just being inside the ropes and dealing with the crowd, and it's just, when I get out there, it's going to be that much more easier for me because I already know what to expect.
Right.
That type of swing is getting, once you get there, then the type of swing is staying out there. So I feel like, if I can't get up there right now, this is the next best thing to do that to help me out.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. You mentioned earlier about pre-shot routine briefly. Can you describe the mental parts of your pre-shot routine that help make you successful?
I'm a big feel player. I have to have a feeling before I hit a shot. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, feel it, but then also see it. And then just allow my body to do what I'm seeing. And whether it's, visualizing a fade and the flight of the ball, the height it's going to get, the trajectory, whatever it is. But that's kind of my routine. I like to feel the ground behind the ball, and then I just go in there and execute it. And when I was struggling with that, I didn't do that. I would have to make swings, and think about my swing until I get something, and I never could feel because I was playing golf swing rather than just letting it happen. So, my pre-shot routine, it's not always the same, but it happens in the same amount of time, and I just go with what I feel, and that's how I get comfortable.
Okay. So, you sort of answered, I think, without what I was about to, but, is there a sequence there to that mental thought process, or is it just kind of whatever it feels like when you get there and you kind of think about, the wind and your lie and that sort of thing, or is it kind of all automatic?
Yeah, I calculate that. That's why I have my yards book, and as I'm walking up to my car, when I get my first yardage, as soon as I get my yardage, that's when I'm calculating, I'm using my left side of my brain, whatever, left side, right side, but, I'm calculating the wind, what shot I want to hit, the yardage, and then, that's when I start to feel what I need to do to hit that shot or the distance or whatever.
Yeah, okay. So, we just kind of talked about the preparation you do before each shot. What kind of preparation do you do in planning your strategy before a tournament?
Well, practice rounds there. Those are very important. That's actually one thing, and try to make a little bit better effort in getting prepared. That's what I learned with Mike as well. He's very prepared, for his tournaments. He knows. He remembers courses so well, whether he did his homework on it or not, but he knew where the slopes were. He's talking about, okay, I need to hit it here. He's always aware of where, if he's going to miss the ball, this is where it needs to be. So I guess course management there is very important. Even when I practice on the driver range, I'll hit tee shots. I'll visualize the hole and I'll hit the tee shot. And when I'm doing a practice round, if I'm on the right side of the tee box, say on the third hole, and it's a dog leg left, I'll be up there every time. You know, like if I get a good shot, then I know that, hey, this is the feeling I have when I go over here. And I'm aware of all that stuff, and I write stuff down in my guidance books.
Okay, so yeah, you're kind of keeping consistent with the vibe. If it feels good there and you had a good result in the practice round, then stick with that kind of theory and go with it. Huh, okay. You know, I know obviously you've got, you know, Mike in your corner, and I know you've got a great team of coaches supporting your growth in the different specialty areas, you know, with full swing and short game and physical strength. And, you know, how important is your team to your success, and what does that do for your mindset?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of confidence right now. It's something new for me. I mean, I've had a coach that I've been working with the last 2 years, and he's my teacher, but also I say he's my coach, because if I have any mental stuff or whatever, he kind of just tries to simplify things for me, so I'm not always worried about my swing. He likes to see me visualize things a little bit better. So anyways, I got my swing coach, I have a short game coach. That's something different. I've changed a lot of how I chip the ball, and that's kind of tough under pressure, that knowing you made a few different tweaks and changes in the way you probably do it under the pressure. That's my biggest test now, is that can I trust that? So today was pretty good. I chipped it really well today. So, and my biggest thing is, like I said, I'm a great ball striker, but if I had a weakness, it would have been my putting. And now every player that I played that with, like, man, you really put pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's a nice feeling to hear. And I have a putting coach, and he teaches all guys on the tour, and I was very fortunate enough to get in touch with him, and all these guys are helping me out and they're not charging me, so I've been very, very lucky that way.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. And, you know, you kind of need that, obviously, when you're in the, you know, not playing for big money, you know, on the Canadian Tour and some of the other development tours and whatnot. So it's, you know, that's the kind of support you need to, you know, to get your game up to that level where you can, you know, compete for the big bucks. So that's great. You know, I think that's a really important element of success as well, is to have that team of people that can help you in those specialty areas. And you mentioned as well, you know, these guys that you have, you know, worked with the PGA Tour players, and they've proven that what they teach has been successful. And I think that's a, you know, good confidence booster, I expect, as well. And so that's great. And, you know, how important is their attitude and focus on your success to learning and improving?
Well, I mean, they want me to succeed. They see the talent in me. They see that my game is PGA Tour ready. It's just, you know, I got to go out there and just do it and trust it. And they've helped me out, and they know when I've improved, and it's nice to hear from your coaches that, okay, just go out and play because it's good.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a reassurance thing that, hey, just go play golf.
Yeah, well, you know, I think it probably allows you to not think about the physical parts that, you know, can distract you from the focus you need to be able to play well. So I think there's probably something there too. If you have lots of confidence in your physical ability and they're telling you everything's in place kind of thing, then you can focus on, you know, the routine and strategy and you know, visualization and the feel that it seems to be what works for you. So that's great.
Yeah, it's just everything's great. It's just that, you know, sometimes though is you do some changes, and you know they're correct, but it's just a matter of trusting and doing it under the pressure. So
yeah.
That's my biggest thing, is that just, if I can go out there and just believe in myself and know that I'm doing the right things. And obviously your results are your reassurance, I guess, that things are great.
Yeah, yeah. You had mentioned kind of earlier near the beginning of the call about, prior to winning on the Canadian Tour, you felt like you kind of got in your own way, I think was the words you used, or had maybe some mental errors. I'm not sure if that's the right words, but is there anything specific there that you changed or that you have identified and worked on, or that kind of made that difference, or?
Well, obviously, I improved my golf swing for one. It's more consistent. It holds up. It's not always based on timing. I think that was a big part. But I used to always, I go play with my buddies and never really, never play bad. And I get in a tournament now, and all of a sudden you're playing with guys that are better than the guys I've been playing with, my friends or whatever. It's like now I'm in competition, it means more, and I just don't let it happen. So I guess getting my own way was I was overthinking and not getting that good balance, but we talked about.
Yeah. Okay. Last question. I'm just wondering, what do you expect of yourself this season and beyond? I hear lots of confidence there, and I think deservingly so. And you've worked on the right things. What are you looking for this year?
I'm looking to get better. I'm looking to lower my scoring average again this year on the Canadian Tour. I'm going to play a full season there. My goal is to get in the Canadian Open, which they're taking some slots away from us, but I got to be in the top two by Winnipeg. So I got to get out blazing. I got to play well these first few events and improve myself. It's just improve the whole year and then when it comes October, when there's the PGA Tour qualifying score, that's the biggest the goal of the year is to advance through that. So, little steps would be just play well, play consistent, make some money. That's important to me right now. I'm kind of running on my own dollar right now, so
yeah.
I mean that adds a little bit of pressure, but nothing I'm not used to.
Right, of course. Absolutely. I would say that most guys out there have some pressure there to perform on a financial level, so I don't think it's uncommon, and I think it strengthens you as well for down the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Danny, I really appreciate your time, and you've got some great points in here that I think will help a lot of people to understand what it takes to be successful and the strategies that you've used that have made you successful, and you've committed a lot of time into your Canadian Tour win, and I really like what I'm hearing and your frame of mind, and I think you've come a long way with your development, and it sounds like you're in the right frame of mind, I think. So best of luck this year and beyond, and I wish you well with your game.
Thanks very much, man. Appreciate the phone call and the insights that you've suggested. And give me a call anytime if you need to chat further.
Yeah, sure. And I guess just any final word for you to give out to the listeners that you might have.
I always tell people that, and I've used it when I won, is I always say enjoy the climb. Meaning that whatever steps you take, just enjoy them and appreciate them and stay positive, and great things will happen then.
Great advice. Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks again, Danny, and hope to see you out there sometime.